Welcome back to the post-game press conference here at the FIBA Basketball World Cup. Group H, just a reminder, Canada beating Latvia 101-75. And we made it a family event as we are joined by the cousins. We have Shai Alexander-Walker along with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and then Nikhil Alexander-Walker, and obviously head coach Jordi Fernandez. Shai, we're going to open up with a statement from you about the game.
Yeah, it didn't start the way we wanted to. Started slow. Wasn't really playing to our identity. Wasn't playing selfless. And then at the end of the first, going to the second, we tried to just do the little things, play for each other, get back on defense, box out, rebound, make the extra pass, play the right way. And the game slowly turned for us.
And Nikhil, we'll get a comment from you as well.
I think it was a great test for us to continue to play through adversity, like not making shots, not getting calls, and figuring out how to win. I think from personal experience, it's hard to come back from being down 10 in FIBA. And so for us to be able to do that after the first quarter and then win each and every quarter after that was big for us.
And Coach, you have now won once, 3 times in a row.
Yeah, so we are getting ready. Well, we're going to have a day off and then get ready for that 4th one game in a row. I give these guys a lot of credit. Like Shai said, we were not doing the right things, played against a very good team, very well coached with all their fans. And I don't know if you guys know the line of the song. There's a song that says, there's 10,000 spoons when all you need is a knife. You guys know who sang that song?
I do.
Alanis Morissette, Canadian. So we were not defending. We were not doing the right things. And, you know, I think Nikhil was that knife. He came in, played really hard, defended. When he was open, he made all those threes. So I'm very happy for the collective effort. Like they said, the 3 quarters, then we were very disciplined, but didn't start well. We faced adversity, and that's really good for us as a group. So very happy for these guys.
Great, thank you, Coach. We will open up questions to either Shai or Nikhil. Yep.
Congratulations to all of you. Anton Strogilakis from Eurohoops.net. Say your coach, after the game against France, the big win, your coach predicted that you will become the World Cup MVP. Will you become the World Cup MVP?
We'll see. It's not my main focus. Obviously, the gold medal is my focus. But if that comes with it, I'll be happy. If it doesn't, I won't care.
Shai, just tell us a little bit about kind of what changed for you. Just you scored 16 points in the 3rd quarter, and I noticed a little bit that you were talking a little bit just to the bench and maybe to the fans. Maybe just tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, I think for myself especially, I didn't start the game the way I needed to and the way the team needed me to. Just with my energy level, my activeness on both ends of the floor. I wasn't really making the right plays offensively, and then defensively I was lazy. And I knew that. I looked in the mirror and then just try to be better from that point on, and try to make that my focus, just to be better every possession for my team. And if I do that, it'll set the tone, and the rest of the guys will do so, and the tide will turn.
Shai and Nico, José Pereira, Café Belgrado. I would like some comments about how is playing against a really loud crowd from Latvia, which something is very typical in European basketball. Like it motivates, like it disturbs a little bit. How is to deal with such a loud fans?
I mean, I played in a lot of basketball games with loud fans, so it's not completely new to me. But they're engaged to the game. It seems like they love the sport. They want their team to win really bad, and it almost felt like a away game for us, which kind of made it fun and a little bit more competitive. So yeah, they made it fun for sure.
as a competitor, you're gonna love it. Just because trash talk, all those small little things, it just ups the edge of the game and makes it more fun. Each possession, you want to get that stop, you want to get that basket, you kind of want to go at your opponent more and just stay engaged. It keeps you engaged. Like it's easy to be bored and it's a quiet game and there's no energy. But credit to Latviju, the fans, for coming all this way. But it was definitely fun for us because it's something you thrive on. It's something you dream about as a kid. I think everyone has those visualizations of playing against a packed arena on the road and at home. So for us, it was a good test as well, and we just thrived in that environment.
Scott Witter, X.com. This is for Nikhil. Nikhil, you're clearly the big cousin in this relationship. Halftime in the locker room, what would you say to Shea to get his ass in gear?
I think it doesn't really take much for him, and that's the one thing I think from knowing him my entire life is just knowing when to give him space and then knowing when to kind of say my piece if you call it. But the main thing was just keep feeding him the ball, putting him in the positions where he's gonna be successful, and then I know he knows when it's time, and you can kind of see it. And then the main thing is just to roll with him. It's special to watch, especially seeing the work and it coming to light, and then once it just opens up, like it's like floodgates, and yeah, it just keeps going.
For Nikhil, I just averaged your team 108 points per game offensively. Defensively, you just allowed 71 points per game. What's still bothering the team now? I mean, what is still concerning the team?
To continue to get stops. You look at the stat sheet, I don't think we have trouble scoring. As like you said, averaging 108 points in FIBA is very hard to do. So I think if we can continue to play defense with all of our offensive tools, it's just going to make us more effective and more of a tougher opponent.
Jordy, what was the message to the guys late first quarter, early second, when it just wasn't going right? What were you trying to implore to them then?
I think Shea just said it. We were not doing a lot of things for each other. Everybody knows this team shoots the three well, and they made some tough ones, but we also let them shoot some open ones. And then offensively, we were not, like I said, getting to our spots, cutting, rolling, doing the selfless little things that I think we've shown we can be really good at. And then from that point on, I think the guys, they just came together and did it, and I'm happy with what the numbers look like right now, the way we shot the ball, and also defensively. So good, like I said before, good job just facing adversity and then, figuring it out as a group, the guys coming together.
Yeah, that was my follow-up, Nikhil, and for Jordy, just going through that adversity, the turbulence for the first time in this tournament. What do you think you guys kind of learned about yourselves figuring it out?
It's just, it's self-inflicted, which is always a good thing, because you can look inwards and say, all right, let's start to do this better. And it begins with us individually, from 1 through 12, plus the coaches, and then we all do our role. We embrace our role, we've discussed our roles, and we've accepted them. And then it's just about owning it and trying to be a star in your role.
Hello, I'm Renis from Latvian TV. Congrats to all of you guys. But Coach, I wanted to correct a short information. Yesterday, you talked to the media. You said 3 million people. We have less than 2 million people.
I know.
1.8.
I looked at it today.
Yeah,
1.8. I apologize. I'm gonna blame somebody else. Somebody told me 3 million, and then I looked today, and I know a lot about like your capital, country surrounding you, everything. So I try to educate myself too.
Thank you. And about the start of the game, only 4 of 18 field goals for Team Canada. What was the reason that the shots didn't go in?
The beginning of the game, yeah, you gotta give credit to Latvia. What they did, they prepared better than any other team we've played before. They challenged us. They tried to deny Shea, try to make it hard for him. And obviously it gets to the point that, you know, he'll take over. And like I said before, I have the best seat in the house, and I can watch him perform with his teammates, which was good, but started on the defensive end and us playing together. So obviously Latvia was a big reason why we struggle.
Alex Adams, Raptors Republic. Jordy, just obviously you guys came out in the second half. What did you tell the group in the second half, and what adjustments did you try to make?
It was locker room talk because there was a lot of bad words, so I cannot share. But I think the best thing is when you walk in the locker room and the guys are already talking to each other. So at that point, yes, I'm trying to help them as the head coach of the team, but they pretty much did it themselves, holding each other accountable and staying together. And you saw the result in the second half.
Do we have any more questions? We'll go with Arash right behind you.
Guys, just Nikhil and Shea. First time ever Canada's won the group stage outright. As you think about what this means, you know, as the first kind of stage of this tournament, what's the significance of that, and how do you kind of continue rolling and use this as a springboard?
I mean, it's history, right? So to play for your country is one step, to represent it well is another, and grateful that God's given us this opportunity, especially growing up together and like wanting to do big things, and actually accomplishing those things is another thing, and just taking a day to appreciate it. But the job's not done, you know. We didn't come here just to win the group stage. We came here to win the World Cup. So that's one step further and one step closer. Ultimately, just staying focused, getting better every day, and taking it one day at a time.
Yeah, just like Nikhil said, it's nice. Our first goal was to win the group stage, but we're not done. We're not satisfied, and we have 5 more games to try to go win.